Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, buddy. I'm Brian.
I'm Joey.
This, folks, is the Jessless episode 202 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. The show always takes a different kind of tack when Jess isn't here anymore. I don't know what it is. She brings a certain something.
Yeah.
I always miss her when she's not
I was going to say, we are like Huff and Doback right now, but...
Folks, if you're new here, this is the podcast where we talk about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bike camping, bike packing, or just playing bikes.
Or beer.
Oh, you cracked of the week, and we did. It was like hidden underneath. What are you drinking over there? Let's jump right to that since you.
It is a Greenbrier Valley Brewing from our friend Travis. The Mothman Black IPA.
They make.
I love this beer.
They make some fine beer up there.
I would say I've never been an IPA guy, and I'm not. But I do. I mean, I like IPAs, but
it's an acquired taste, and there's something about
this
that
is one I like.
can. It's just their
I
cans
love
are
that Mothman.
so freaking cool. It's amazing. We have, folks, some great discount codes for you, our loyal listener.
Our OnlyFans account. Subscribe now.
On either the Salt Stick website or the JoJ website, when you reach the checkout, buying any of their hydration or food products, use the code LOVEYOUBUY, take 20% off all your items. And over at the Cutaway USA Gear Shop and Jersey Shop, use the discount code GTD20 to take 20% off your order. Speaking of Travis, been talking to him lately about Grusk. Have you seen the Grusk?
Counterfeit Grusk going on.
What? No. The jersey that Philip has put together for
I need
Grusk.
to sign up and buy one of those.
Wow, that
Beautiful.
looks nice. Congratulations. Good job on that. Both Philip
Oh, yeah.
and Travis putting your heads together on that one. I'm going to have the discount codes and the links in the show notes so you can go over there and check it out. Happy New Year, Joey.
Happy New Year.
This is our first episode of the new year.
This is like our inaugural, because it was right after the first. I know we rolled 200, but
Yep.
it was right after the first.
Entering our 5th year.
Yes.
So it's just a prolonged thing because nobody can really tell. But we did actually, our very first episode that we released as like we're talking about gravel bikes. I did some little test stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It was after the first of the year. So
Yeah.
technically, sort of like that is our true anniversary.
Like this episode.
So in this episode, our very first episode of the new year, we're going to take a look at events that we have on the books for the year. We're going to go through that whole big old laundry list. And here is the point in the show notes where I have it indicated that there should be a crack of the week.
Sorry.
And it was
Couldn't wait.
you had a premature craculation.
Much like our Apple reviews, you dominated the first part. And just
People on Apple don't like me. That's okay. That's all right. I got thick skin. What's going on in your world,
Skin, no
Mr.
teeth.
Joey? What's going on?
New year. Did my inventory at the bike shop already, which is always good.
That's fun to get that
planning
done.
out the off season because we did have a productive December. January, February are like the dark days of a bike shop,
Mhm.
especially now that the COVID saturation's here. So trying to be
Yeah, but
creative.
it's 70 degrees outside.
Yeah. And all the dumbasses trying to go kayaking right now are pissing me off. I used to not go.
Really?
Sorry.
Mm.
This is kid friendly. The Redmers
Gotcha.
the children, but I've heard they probably hear their dad. Yeah, the freaking kayakers. Oh my god.
Well, they should not be out on the water
I
because
mean,
the water's still
it's
cold.
different going to ride your bike than going kayaking.
Yep. Absolutely.
Literally life or death.
And we haven't even had the weather that's required them to put real salt down on the roads yet either.
No.
So the shoulders are still real in
Real nice,
great
Clark.
shape. Yeah. I've been outside.
I had a lady get pissed at me yesterday because I didn't have her boat ready because she told me she'd pick it up at the end of the month. Go figure. So, but it's nice out, and I was like, "Have you jumped in water under 50 degrees?" She's like, "No." I was like, "You should go find out before you flip your boat because your brand, yeah."
Yeah.
She got a little mad. Probably get a bad review for that.
120 rule. We can go back to those days.
I don't even believe in the 120 rule either.
Oh, I'm pretty much. That's a good rule of thumb, though. It is.
We're not the kayak podcast anymore, but
I know. But anyway,
because that could be very skewed.
you've got a gear swap coming up at the bike shop, right?
Yes,
A bike packing gear swap.
bike packing, not bike parts, unless they are somewhat bike packing. It's camping, really. Like if you're a backpacker and you happen to listen to us, but I don't know why. You have camping stuff, anything that could be helpful to someone, or you want to get rid of it. We're having that next Saturday at the shop, 10 to 2. I'll bring some coffee and donuts. We're not going to have like a huge showing, but if there's a dozen people, 2 dozen people,
I might bring some stuff down.
oh yeah, I got like 5 freaking stoves and multiple tents. You could have your own swap yourself.
Got so much stuff. More than just also help other people out. Just like
Yeah, I would say the big thing is the someone might need a stove or stuff here and there. I don't know. I don't really want to buy a used sleeping bag or I'd borrow yours, but I'd give it back to you in worse shape.
I'm not sure I'd want to loan it to you.
I borrowed Wes's one time. I went to Montana to go backpacking.
Which it smelled horrible.
Spent 2 weeks in that thing.
Oh.
So he got the bad side of that when I gave it
Yeah,
back.
you probably did.
No, it should be fun. It just figures I meant to do it like in November,
Mm.
and it's already January.
I know. It just
There was
time
no
keeps
good
on
weekend
slipping.
with
Slipping.
events and
Slipping.
Christmas. Yeah,
See, I can do it too.
yeah, you did. You were pretty
That's
good.
pretty good, wasn't it? I like that.
Yeah. Into the
Well, that'll be
future.
fun. I do actually think I'll bring some stuff down. More just hang out and kind of like
Yeah.
see if there's some stuff that I could help some other people out with. Just to get rid of
Why
it.
not?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know. I think Steve Whetstone's sending out a lot of his stuff. So there might be some goodies from him. Some other folks. Yeah. He's in the same category as you, so he's getting.
He's a randonneur.
He's
Too.
getting
He does lots of very long distance.
Oh, yeah.
1 day things. Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be bags there. So figure good old fun. If you're not in the area and you want to come down and hang out, why not?
Bags, and lots more bags.
I told you I got my nice Swift Industry bag on my bike,
Mm-hmm.
my Paloma. That's kind of basically it for me. I mean, me and Jess, we mountain biked a couple days over the New Year. I ended up cooking New Year's Day, so we didn't do our New Year's Day ride because it was just a long cooking process for my parents. But we did get on the trail a few times. She did get on new wheels. She did not.
Some Instagram reels.
Yeah. I was out there. I was the influencer husband or whatever you call, like, hey, let me take a video.
Dutiful. Very good.
Um,
You're doing your job.
She did good. We did our normal route that we do that Jack got me hooked onto, but then I've been switching it up, coming back that adds a couple extra miles of different trail for her. It just changes things up, and one day there's a nice little steep water crossing she didn't want to do. We went back the next day. She did it. Like, she just gets better each time.
Yeah, because I saw one of the reels where she walked
She
it.
was
and then
not comfortable
then
at
the
all.
Next day, she's like, "Oh no, here I go rolling right through
Yeah.
it." Right on, Jess. Good job. Kelly
yeah.
will be proud.
She will. Jess has come such a long way from.
It's going to help with her bike handling skills. On
Oh, it already
gravel,
has.
like so much.
And that's all she's wanted to do is just go out. It is pleasant to. I was kind of dreading riding the road the other day. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I've been in the woods so much.
Yeah.
Cars.
Folks, if you want to increase your gravel bike handling skills,
Well,
get
that
on a
too.
mountain bike for a little bit. It'll do it.
She did not notice the difference in wheel size. I told her, I was like, did you notice? I told her, I was like, these are 29 versus the fat 27.5s, but
She didn't notice the difference.
well, she just goes out and rides. She's simple.
Yeah. She just goes on rides.
She just enjoys, she does. The big thing was I got her a pink wolf tooth dropper lever, which did help her distinguish the difference between
Good
dropper and shifter.
Dropper's huge.
Like
on
her
a
gravel
mountain
bike, where I think I said I know one side's up, one side's down, so I got that confusion. But no, it was mountain biking during the holiday break. I didn't really have a normal holiday break like she does, like teachers and government workers and about everyone else.
Everybody else in
other
the
than
world.
retail.
Yeah. That week between Christmas and New Year's, nobody does.
Yeah, we were still normal hours at the shop. Like I said, we did inventory one day. I only lost one pair of Rich Supply socks.
What do you mean you only lost one pair?
Like unaccounted for, yeah.
Unaccounted for. I
Yeah,
probably
so,
have
yeah.
them. I probably have them. You probably forgot to put them on my account or something. I'll pay you for an extra set of resupply
no,
socks.
it's okay.
Sure.
I've already reconciled the inventory. No, it was a good holiday off week. Back to work today.
Yeah.
Like, so we're got a lot of events planned for the off season that we haven't really been able to do since 2019.
Yeah.
So we're kind of going full bore. Like we blew up our Facebook today on accident.
I saw you've been putting out a lot of events. You're doing like a
We got
maintenance
something-
thing tomorrow?
We got something every Thursday through January.
Okay.
It flip flops. I didn't want to. I talked to Trey about doing more formal group rides with a mountain bike club,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to do a night ride every Thursday. So I alternated service night, and then the next week is a lights ride.
Nice.
Service night, lights ride, service night. We'll do that through March,
Nice.
and then we have our Sunday morning mountain bike rides.
Cool. A
So
lot of stuff going on in the quote unquote off
I know it's like a busy January,
yeah, that's good.
and then Jess's
Super.
calendar's full. My stuff's not even on there.
Nice.
So, yeah, and then just trying to figure out all the stuff coming up, like
Nice.
events. Like March isn't far away.
Nope.
I honestly haven't looked at my Strava year in review because honestly I don't care this year.
Hours. You're looking
Yeah.
at time, and you're doing so much of the mountain bike stuff that it's the hours and the time is what matters.
I think I'm looking at your list. I think I only had like 3 metrics this year.
Oh, you're
I
looking at
think-
my list, yeah.
I think last year I might have had like 10 metrics. I don't know. Last year was a really good year on the road.
We rode a lot together last year.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We had a lot of longer 50 plus mile rides.
Yeah.
Maybe not a lot in your books, but it was a little, I don't know.
Huh.
But yeah, I
Well-
didn't do anything over 100. I know you're getting ready to talk about your stuff, but
Yeah,
oh,
I did finish the Rafa Festive 500.
you finished it
Yes, I did.
outside or inside?
A little bit of both.
Hybrid?
About 50-50.
Oh,
About 50-50.
you get
Yeah.
your patch? Can I have your patch?
Yeah, you can have it. I'll give it to you. I'll gift it
Yeah.
to you because
Okay.
it don't matter to me.
I'm just kidding.
We'll gift it to you.
Thank you.
I actually
Make a
did.
little bag out of it. Like
I did. Oh, you actually get a thing?
I don't think they do
They
anymore.
don't do it
used to
anymore,
be
I think.
because
No.
it
gotta go
wasn't as
buy
big.
stuff.
It had to be outside. There were certain rules. So
Well, it was the last 2 years. This year and last year, they would count virtual stuff and virtual rides and virtual activities. So, and I didn't even realize until like the day before New Year's Eve
that you were doing it.
that I did it.
Oh,
That I was there because I did the big, like whatever we did over in Virginia, and then outdoors I rode a metric, and then on the last day of the year I was like, well, look at that, I'm just a metric
Yeah.
away. So I jumped on the trainer on and off all day on New Year's Eve. I got up and did a little bit here, then a little bit there, a little bit later.
you change bibs. Like, how do you do that? How many
Oh, yeah,
bibs
yeah,
do you
yeah.
go through?
I think I went through
What's your
3
laundry
different kits.
situation like?
I do a lot of laundry. I do a lot
What
of
is
laundry.
the ratio of bibs that you could see through non-see-through bibs? for the
Most of
trainer?
them are see-through at this
Yeah.
point in the game. I'm going to need some new, except for like my coastal kit, the newer
You
ones.
wear those inside?
No,
Oh.
I don't wear those. I don't wear my good kits inside. I wear my ones that are like worn out inside. No, that's just asking for trouble. But also speaking of gear, I did an investment in some merino wool.
Mhm.
I think I was talking to you about that.
Yeah.
Really happy with that. I have worn that stuff in the outdoors, and it's as advertised.
How is it in the 70-degree weather?
It's beautiful. Actually, I'm looking for a merino short sleeve jersey to wear in the summer.
I have, other than until I started getting the cutaway kits.
Yeah.
All my jerseys are merino short sleeve.
Well, your Specialized. I looked at the Specialized stuff. They're only 11% wool. It's still
The
mostly
old stuff.
the stuff that they have on their website now. Because I've been digging
I
deep.
haven't got the new stuff.
So the
My
old
stuff's
stuff.
like
I'm
7 years old.
Walls makes a merino jersey, 100% merino wool, and I'm looking at that for the summer because it doesn't smell. I
Merino has a different smell to it. It doesn't
Well,
have like a pungent smell.
It doesn't carry like all my polypro stuff, all my base layers that are
They
polypro.
smell.
As soon as you put it on and as soon as you start sweating in it, you stink.
Yeah.
And
You have nasty sweat too.
I know, and I've worn that merino wool. I washed it for the first time yesterday since I've had it in like 4 weeks since
Mhm.
I've been going all my rides outside, which there've been a lot of because of the warm weather. And even when it's warmer, when it's 60 degrees this time of year, the ground is still cold.
Oh yeah.
So So it's still colder. I think it's, even though it's the air temperature is 60 degrees, this is going to sound really stupid, but I think 60 degrees this time of year is colder than 60 degrees on the bike in the early morning.
Speaking.
Do what?
Said algebraically speaking.
Yeah,
I get it.
I do. So I just watched it for the first time, and because it was starting to get like salt deposits. So I was like, ooh, probably need to take care of that.
Yeah, that's gross.
I want to give you a teeth update.
Teeth update?
You can, if you hear me sound a little funny, I had a dental surgery yesterday where they opened everything back up again and took the screws out and took the mesh out and scraped my
I
jaw.
don't know why they just didn't pop teeth in while they were at it.
I wish he would have. Boy, he went crazy with the Novocaine. I swear I think that needle was like next to my eye. It felt horrific. It was nasty. But he got what he needed to get done. Got the screws out, got the mesh out, packed a little more bone. He thinks everything's looking great. I go back in like a month where he's going to take some measurements with some CT scans to actually prep for the surgery that will put the posts in finally. And then maybe like in 6 months after that, I'll finally get a bridge.
I mean, I am just a bike mechanic. I just figured he could do it all in one shot.
I don't know.
I watched some YouTube and figured it out.
We were just talking about like numbers from last year. My little recap. Huh?
Your hair's about as long as mine.
I know. My hair's getting long. I did finish 2022 pretty strong, I think. I was just shy of 10,000 miles. I had 35 metrics, 5 imperials, and I set a new personal best of 156 miles in a single ride. I had a good year.
Yeah, you had that one long ride.
And, you know, my goal for last year was just simply to stay healthy. And it worked. You know, everything with COVID and, you know, I've had all my finger issues and I even worked through that shoulder issue last year. Stayed pretty healthy and was able to stay on the bike. So that's really, you know, what it comes down to for me. Those are my quote unquote goals.
Yeah.
Is just to stay healthy. So let's look at some healthy people in the Strava Club.
No one.
Everybody in the Strava Club's healthy.
Pistol Pete from Phoenix, Arizona with 262.5.
Good job, Pistol Pete.
Eli Orth. You got some funky names today. Cincinnati, Ohio, where nothing else happens, so you got to ride your bike with 230.1. And Chris Marcelli from Westchester, Pennsylvania, with 124.5.
That's up Brandywine Valley, Roubaix country.
That's where Jess went to college.
Yeah.
Westchester University. I guess that's the closest we'll ever get to living in PA. For now. Oh, man, it was up. You needed 121. We were at like 84 or 83.
No, it was 78. I changed the number today. It was 78.
Man, I should have went for it.
Like a 50-mile difference.
Now, top 100 is 121.8. We're still holding it steady, no mustaches. But we're at 881. Strava.com/clubs/gravel travel dirt.
You know, I'm thinking about reversing that. I'm going to go ahead and grow the mustache, and then people will be so...
Grow your hair out?
No, I'm going to grow the mustache.
A little mullet?
And they're going to be like, oh my God, we got to get that off of his face because it's horrific.
We got to do the 80s look. I know when I do get my hair cut, maybe I will do a mustache, but I'm definitely doing a mullet for like a week.
Oh, nice. Are you thinking about cutting your hair?
No. I'm just saying in general, like that's my plan.
You better be careful though, because the cops were looking for a long redheaded.
Yeah, you know how many. So long story short, yesterday, really quick, on my very boring road where someone's speeding is like the biggest thing that happens here, which is a mile from the shop, and the shop is pretty much the same road. Right after I went to work, I left Blake here because I was going to College Park. I'm counting the register, packing the truck up, and I see all these cops go by, and then you text me, other people text me. Chris's dad called. He's like, "There's an armed robbery on Dow Road." And
is that what it was?
Yeah, I saw the house.
I never could figure out what it was.
I think it was not an inside job, but the people.
Okay,
it's all premeditated. Yeah. And they had this. They were looking for a guy with dreadlocks, and then instantly it changed to.
Yeah.
And this is after I drove down the road a couple times because I took Blake with me to College Park. I finally got through the barrier because it was barricaded, or they had the cops blocking it. And so I had probably like 40 cops actually like see me, the long guy with red hair, and then. All the reports changed to they're looking for a Caucasian white, a white male with long red hair. And my phone was blowing up. Like
I would tell you, Joe, you need to go and just turn yourself in. Easy on
my
you.
My parents were like, well, if there's a bounty, we'll take the money.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, well.
Oh, They'll just take any kind of a suspect
So, like-
down here in Colbert County. So yeah, turn you
One
in.
of my neighbors are going to turn me in. Everyone hates me in my neighborhood.
We got some random stuff to talk about. Before we get there, though, I want to send some healing vibes to Leo Rogers. Do you know the name Leo Rogers? If you don't know the name, Leo's an inspirational figure in the cycling world and far beyond that. He lost his leg in a motorcycle accident over a decade ago, and he found bikes as a positive way to spread good vibes in communities.
Oh, yeah. I'd say I don't know the name, but now that I've seen him,
Yeah.
this dude is awesome.
Well, the week before Christmas, he was involved in another accident that resulted in a broken neck and paralysis. And this is
This is
from
why I didn't read any of the articles. I just saw him pop up again recently a lot.
This is from his Instagram. A neck fracture required surgery, and things are improving. Still don't have a lot of feeling in my lower body, but rehab is next. I'll update more once they get me moved to rehab. Appreciate all the thoughts. Now, I had the opportunity several years ago to participate in a couple of small group rides with Leo, and I really want to wish him well and all the best and a speedy recovery. If you want to follow along and send him some well wishes, his Instagram is at slim1 spelled out, then the number 100. So it's at slim1 1000. I'm going to have that link in the show notes. What a great guy, though. I mean, I was in a pace line with him down in Florida, and we were doing 25 miles an hour, and I didn't know until the end of the ride that the dude only had one leg.
Yeah.
And it's not like one leg like at the knee. It's one leg up at the hip.
Oh, yeah.
It's wild. And I've never seen anybody track stand like that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Guess he didn't have a whole lot of choice in the matter, but what a cool guy. What a great story. And I certainly hope that this isn't something that's going to be any long-term thing for him to deal with. I hope he can get some surgeries and get right back where he needs to be. So well wishes to you, Leo. Have you seen, Joey, that Unbound Gravel has announced some new rules?
Yeah, in the middle of winter, there has to be some drama on the internet.
Mm-hmm. The elite classes, there are going to be elite class starts and no aero bars for elite riders. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a 10 minutes, the pros start 10 minutes early.
And they're breaking up the men and the women, too.
Oh.
So it's going to be 10-minute, the men go, then 10-minute, the women's go, and then 10 minutes later, the amateurs go.
And then 10 minutes after that, I go.
Yeah. To be considered an elite rider, you will have to be vetted by the organizers, and that starting time change is only for the 200-mile difference, distance, the 50 and the 100, and I'm guessing the 300, the 350, the XL will all stay together.
I saw Ted King's doing the XL this year.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He should do well.
I wonder if Cynthia's going to go back and do it again.
I hope so. I hope she crushes it.
Yeah. You know, she's in Dirty Kitten.
That's just like cakewalk for her now.
She's in Dirty Kitten Winter Training Series. So I feel bad for all of the women in her category.
Yeah, I feel bad for everyone else, men or women.
We need to get her back on the podcast. We need to work on that.
I've been chatting with her. She had a busy end of December.
I bet.
Family stuff. I will text her tomorrow.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
get her back
we'll have
on.
her next week or the week after.
That would be
She
fun.
is very, yeah, she does want to come on.
Good.
And talk about.
She's so much fun to
Andy's.
talk. She was,
Yeah.
what an amazing year she had, really, when you
yeah.
think about it. All the way from Unbound, all the way through to the end with the Andes, and I just, crazy. She's really emerged as a force to be reckoned with. There's no doubt about that.
Excuse my lack of knowledge. Lael Wilcox was like
Mm-hmm.
the ultra endurance name. And then you had like Sarah Swallow and some other people, but like, yeah,
I think it's Cynthia now.
Let's say Cynthia just stuck it to everyone this year.
Yeah, I think it's Cynthia
Yeah.
now, and I know that she's well. Anyway, let's get her on. We'll talk to her about all of those different things. You talked last week about looking forward to 2023 and doing more trail work, trail building.
Yeah, I finished that for the year already.
Okay, so you're done with that. We don't need to talk about this
No,
next
just
week. But this little article caught my eye. I think I saw it on Bike Rumor. I
think I know what you're talking about.
I went down this crazy rabbit hole of something that's totally outside of my wheelhouse about ultra packable trail tools that you can carry on a day of riding. So you can not only go out
like titanium, like 4-piece.
Yeah, it's like they make
like
it.
a
There's
McLeod
like
and a saw.
One, yes. There's a 1-piece, a 2-piece, a 3-piece, a 4-piece, and you can get all these different poles.
Yes.
So it's Trail Boss. They offer lightweight. It's U.S. made out in out in the West. They offer these lightweight trail tools that break down to a very small size. The core of the system is a 3 or 4 piece handle with multiple different heads to suit different purposes. And they just released a new hoe rake. It's one side is a sharp cutting head like a hoe, and the other side is a very, very heavy rake.
Is that what they called it?
Yeah, hoe rake.
Isn't it a McLeod?
No, McLeod's different because they have a McLeod head as well. This is more of a. You can look at it and tell it's a little bit different. You might have to go to bike.
Because I was thinking about buying a kit.
Wow, they're expensive.
No,
I didn't see this head in the kits because I went through their website. I dug through their website and I could never find this hoe rake on their website. So it's brand new.
See, it pops up. Yeah, it's already hyperlinked because I had a cart going.
Is this something you would consider adding to your riding arsenal? Not on every day. I mean, obviously.
I only have an old McLeod, and like a smaller shovel. But if you think about it, I mean, if you're going to buy some good tools, you're going to be. I mean, yeah, you get like a $30 bit here and there. The thing that sucks about those is like where we are. If you want to get somewhere in a lake or somewhere, unless you're hiking in, it's going to be uncomfortable to ride.
Well, this is the kind of what.
So it's lightweight. You're going to spend the money at the end of the day anyway. So I'm of the age now where I can do it. Where, yeah, if I can
drop that money,
if I could buy once and it's going to last a lot longer, I'll just do it initially.
So I think the website is actually Trail Boss USA. I'll put a link to that in the show notes. So if anybody else is interested in that, and this is a world that's not one that I am a part of, and I mad respect for all you people out there maintaining trails. I don't do the mountain bike thing anymore. I did do some work days back when I used to ride mountain bike, but I'm not going out and buying tools. But wow, this looked like it was really because you've been talking about buying an electric or a battery powered chainsaw.
I think chainsaw is my next. I'm switching from gas to electric this year.
Sure, battery powered. Yeah,
and I used to have like 4 steels at one point in time.
Because that'd be a long extension cord. Be careful, don't get one with an extension cord.
No battery, yeah. Man, it's like I've in the past like putting a gas chainsaw in my book bag and like ridden in, and then you smell like gas.
Oh,
and it's heavy
that's
and
horrible.
I've done it a lot, especially at Myrtle Point. A lot of Myrtle Point trails are what the old Pack Boys did.
I have.
We smell like gas.
I told you I have a little 40-volt lithium battery thing and a chainsaw, and they work great, man. They'll do some work.
Oh yeah,
they will do
torque
some work.
Those things have electric in general.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, it's not gas.
So is that something? So you said you've actually gone and looked at this.
I almost did this last like 2 weeks ago. That's the funny part.
Okay. Well, I caught my eye, and I thought about you with what you were talking about last week. So I wanted to bring that not to your attention, but to everybody's attention, so that if
it's pretty cool. Like I said, if you want, you're going to spend $150 on a McLeod. That's a good piece of tooling, but it's huge. Unless you're hiking it in, it's going to get in the way. The saws cost a lot, and all these tools, so you can get it packable. Made in the U.S. Something goes wrong, they probably have a decent warranty or customer service.
Yeah.
You're buying it once; it's not going to fall apart and rot.
And you also, if you get one of those either 3 or 4 section things, you could also then take the head, and even if you just needed some like quick work, you don't need to put the whole thing together.
You don't need it all.
Just use the 1 or 2 of the sections and actually use it sort of as a smaller hand tool.
But yeah, so it's not like with the saw, you can just. I volunteered us to go cut a tree up. On Saturday, a lot of trees fell at the lake. Remember, like 2 weeks ago, we had a really bad wind. Me and Jess have been dealing with it, and I just need to go do it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I was able to bring that to your attention.
Yeah, like I said, there's a 3-piece with 3 heads in my cart. Like I said, it's already been. It was a tab on my computer.
Boy, you and I, same wavelength. On another note, MagPed has just updated their magnetic flat pedals for enduro and gravel. Now, I caught this from Bike Rumor. Austria-based MagPed has updated its magnetic flat pedal for enduro riding, re-engineering it to have a wider platform than the original, while also weighing 23% less.
Ow.
The MagPed, that's hard to say, MagPed. Enduro 2 pedals follow the recent release of a much lighter carbon option for gravel and cross riders. The magnetic pedals are marketed as a viable alternative to clipless options, functionally bridging the gap between those and basic flat pedals. They are said to offer the best of both worlds, a more consistent shoe pedal connection than flat pedals, obviously, with a more effortless natural release than that offered by clipless options. Joey, my question for you, yay or nay on magnetic pedals for gravel?
I don't think they're kind of cool.
They are kind of cool.
I have a customer, Cardi, that's been on this train for like years now.
Really?
He's
They've
got
been
a
out for a while.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something new. People hate new stuff.
Yeah.
They've been out for a while, but I don't know. Cardi loves them. He commutes with them. He's getting a new Enigma gravel bike he got a set before coming.
Are the magpeds? Is that what he got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardi's like up on everything. He's a government worker.
And nothing
You know,
else
he's
to
not
do.
wearing, so yeah, he's one of those guys that knows about stuff before I do.
Yeah.
Government
Have
people.
you seen him in person? Have you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cardi's had them before in the shop.
Now, what's the deal with the shoes? Because they had a whole listing of the shoes that it was compatible with. So you have to have special shoes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was like
Can't you use them on regular
it didn't
SPD or mountain shoes?
didn't look like it, and it probably has to do. You know how sometimes the SPD is kind of recessed up into the sole of the shoe. You know, it's almost
Yeah,
like a
mountain bike
six-pack.
SPD.
It could actually be that there's some clearance that's required. Yeah, my RX-8s were not on there, or I'd had them in my cart too because I like magnets. I'm attracted to them. I'm on fire.
How does this work? All right, so
I don't know. It's another thing that I saw, and I was just curious what your thoughts were on this
the shoe
idea,
compatibility.
especially since you've been going to the whole mountain bike thing, and you ride flats on your mountain bike, right?
Oh yeah, I don't. I rode like 2 rides clipped in this year.
I
Said,
went,
nah.
when I was doing mountain bike, I went back and forth. I would ride sometimes with it clipped, and then I went to flat pedals, and then I didn't particularly care for the flat pedals either because I kept coming off.
You're gonna spend the same amount of. You might spend more.
No, it's not a money thing. It was a
But
connection to the bike.
Some people do it for money, but I mean, a good pair of mountain bike shoes, even for gravel.
Mhm.
A lot of people ride gravel with flats, like a nice metal pedal with proper pins.
I did the 510s with the pins and the big flat wide pedal, and ripped my leg up once or twice, and I was like, "Ooh, I don't know if I like that so much."
I don't know. You just learn to ride a little different. And I could totally. I don't think I would do a canal run. If I had gear with SPDs, I would definitely ride flats. I think.
Yeah.
But no, the Magped, they're pretty cool, and I know some of the downhill people have been using them.
Yeah, it's. I love the idea of being able to the release being a lot more effortless, and I guess they have different strengths of the magnets that are based upon rider weight.
Yeah.
So the heavier you are, the more powerful the magnet you put in play, and that's more probably about power transfer than it is about being able to pull it off. But I don't really know much about it. So good, you're on board with magnetic pedals. Everybody go out now and get magnetic pedals because
You can get colorful spindle caps
that's going to be the wave of the future. That's going to be it.
until magnets are a valuable resource.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've used all of them for pedals.
Okay, we've promised this. Let's talk
Did we?
about next year's events.
Ooh, I've only done the first part of the year in my head.
Oh, well, I've got mine all written out, and you're probably going to. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, you need. Speaking of this, you and Larry need to be ride partners for Appalachian, not me and you.
Okay.
You two pair up way better.
No, I'm scared of Larry.
No, and you guys are in the same age category.
Larry will run away from me.
No, he can't though.
You can't. So I could actually rein
It's
Larry
a
in.
twofold where you would do that to me.
I don't know.
You and Larry would be fine.
Does Larry already have somebody he's riding it with?
No, he had it. He was looking for someone on Facebook.
No.
I'm gonna tell him right now.
Tell him right now. Tell him right now that, and then you just got to find somebody because you are doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get in on that. I gotta get on this. So, but anyway, that's number 2 coming up for me for 2023. The first event, there's nothing in January, nothing in February. So
I might do Monster Cross in February.
February?
Yeah, it's down at Pocahontas.
Oh, that's right.
Gravel bike, mountain bike, whatever you want. I figured it'd be fun to gravel bike tune up for the season. It's early. You can test your fitness.
I remember it was really nice weather last year when they did that. And weren't we looking for something to get away to? And then we realized that was going on there.
No, that was at the
something
end of
else.
last season. There was like
End of the season.
a Pocahontas gravel grinder.
That's
That was like the Virginia State gravel bullcrap.
that's in Richmond, and that's in February.
Yeah, Larry's going.
Okay, you guys don't tell me anything.
You're on Facebook more than I am. Maybe I just look at Larry's stuff.
I don't know. I try not to look at Larry's stuff. In March, Croatan Buck 50 down in North Carolina. That's March 18-ish or whatever.
St. Patty's Day weekend.
Is it? I know it's when time changes.
Oh,
I think it
we were
was
going to have
last year.
quite the party.
It
Oh
is,
no, we spring forward.
I cannot count the number of people that are coming to Croatan this
Yeah.
year.
I hope they're all camping.
Um,
Most of them probably aren't. Hopefully, Alex and Chris are going to bring their van.
I know Jason and his crew. I think they've got a beach house, and we've been invited to come over and spend some time at the beach house.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that'd be a nice little out.
Eh,
But I know Eric's coming down from Pennsylvania, bringing his whole crew, bringing the big camper, coming in.
Ooh.
He's bringing the big camper. So
Oh, you can't pull that in Speedway though, can he?
I have no idea.
Or
Probably got to check on that. I thought there were some pretty big rigs in there last year.
we can figure it out.
Yeah, you brought your trailer in.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah. So and your trailer's pretty big.
it's small.
Well, maybe we can check with Matt.
Yeah.
Eric, check with Matt. We need to figure out if you can bring that trailer in. We need to figure out what size it is. Then in the last weekend of March and the first weekend of April is Appalachian Journey. And where is that? That's in
That's out in Floyd, Virginia.
Floyd. That's it. Yep. Couldn't come up with it off the top of my head.
Bluegrass heaven.
Now, we talked a lot about in mid-April.
Oh yeah, we screwed this up big time.
Man, did we mess this up doing.
Or did Pat, Alex, and Chris all screw it up for us?
I think a lot of things have gone
They
south
heard
with
us
this.
talk.
So we were going to do the Lulaca or the Dirty Kitten Growly Cat / Lulaca back to back, like Tony Stewart doing the Indianapolis 500 and the Firecracker 500 all in the same day. We were going to, race that, kind of go back.
Someone did that?
Tony Stewart's done it a couple times, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not southern enough to keep up with that.
So do that with Dirty Kitten, Growly Cat, and Lulaca, and then come to find out they're actually on the same day. So that kind of screwed a pooch on that. Now
So we're going to race.
I've got a wedding now that's that weekend, but the wedding is on Saturday the 22nd. So in theory, and it's local, in theory,
Who's getting married?
friend of friend family kind of thing.
Oh, cool. You could pop in and out.
So yeah,
Like
I
a
can pop in,
Starburst.
pop out, boom, 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 and then head on down. So I'm thinking that Dirty Kitten I'm going to do everything in my power to make Dirty Kitten this year.
You're missing out.
I know, because I can
That
never do the actual.
You missed Dirty Kitten and unpaid for weddings?
Yeah.
You like 27?
I just got young friends. What can I say?
I don't-
know.
You know, the last time I was invited to a wedding?
Okay, then we're looking at May in Staruka. That's Pat's other Lulaca sister event. I'm very excited about that. I love being on the ground floor of a new event that's just coming out of the gate. I think that's super cool to be able to be a
Tacos
part of
at that one?
We can make that happen. I'm pretty sure we can. If he's not having tacos, we can make tacos. I love tacos. You love tacos. We all love
No,
tacos.
I love tacos.
Who doesn't love a taco? Really?
British people.
Yeah, there's something wrong with them. Then June is now. I've never done this one either. I'm sorry, I'm pointing at you, but I'm just being. I am
It's a
emphasizing.
very nice event.
I am emphasizing the Loudon 1725. I'm again.
I love it.
Another one that
I was bummed I didn't do it last year.
for some reason or another I'm just not able to make. And this year,
Yeah.
making it a priority because I'm missing other things. I'm going to miss Unpaved and the whole debacle with Dirty
My
Kitten
thing
and
is-
Growly Cat. I am making Loudon.
If I can make it to Loudon, my goal this year is to go out there the night before.
Oh yeah.
Airbnb or rooftop. And that would make that like, it's just far enough.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's kind of,
Yeah.
You wish you'd go out the night before. You can do it. You can drive. It's 2 hours.
No,
but-
I did that with the Gravel Grinder National things that was out at Bluemont.
Yeah.
I went out the night before, but just
Yeah.
because I don't want to get up at
Yeah.
3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning to make it there for an early
Yeah.
morning start. I just don't want to
Yeah,
do it.
hit 2 Wawas for the bathroom.
It's not no big deal when the event's over to come home.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's anything at all. But man, it just takes forever to get out there so early in the
Yep.
morning, and you kind of wreck your day.
Yep.
That's my thought on that.
Well, you might have a rooftop tent. So
And better have that for Croatan. Then June again, Grinduro, something you did last year that I did not do. That again, I have put that on my calendar as well. I'm excited about that one. I think
That
it's gonna be
is
fun.
an awesome weekend.
Yeah,
Couldn't speak highly enough about it.
because that sounds like I love these.
Complained about the money the first part of the year last year. If we go back, 100% worth it if you're thinking about it for this year.
Oh yeah.
The stuff and the amenities and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you should be giving them more money. Just kidding.
Well, I feel that way sometimes about what Matt does at Croatan. I feel
Yeah.
like, with the swag that he gives out, that it's almost like I'm not giving you enough money. I'm sure he would take more.
Yeah.
Matt, I didn't say that, but then late June, early July, Holly Shelter. Remember, we've talked about wanting to do this.
Saw that pop up recently.
Yeah, I'm really going to put that on my radar. I don't know because it's that last weekend. So that June with Loudon and Grinduro, then the last weekend and the first weekend in July with it being Holly Shelter, and then of course the second weekend in July is Grusk. That's a busy 3 to 4 week kind of back to back thing. So Holly Shelter might have to get sacrificed, but thinking that's on my radar for sure. I don't know much about it.
I rode that before.
I know you've gone down there and ridden down there, but that's their big event. And then Grusk. Are you going to try to make it to Grusk this year?
I am. That's the goal.
Okay.
I think the goal is to show my face as much as possible.
Good.
Good.
Good for it's good for the shop.
It's for the gravel industry to see more Joey.
Because the shop is developing more than just a local following now. The shop is developing a much more regional kind of following.
Multi-county.
Yeah. We bring people in from tens of miles away.
I'm selling this hillbilly from West Virginia some wheels right now.
And then I don't think I have anything in August. In September.
That was not meant for you, Larry.
What? Oh, Larry's wheels. Then in September, Eric, with the Canton Cycling Club, has put together a fantastic weekend for us at a very small event, Tour de Schunk, which is up in Pennsylvania. And he's put together like a whole big Airbnb thing for us. And I know you're not going to be able to make it. And I don't think Jess is going to be able to make it. And you're talking about that being that middle of that shoulder
It's in that weird season because I lose a lot of staff and it's still busy.
Yeah. Well, maybe there's a possibility as we move towards that. Maybe we can readjust. But I am definitely going to be there. And I know a lot of our regular folks are going to be there as well. I don't think Larry or Ted are going to be able to make it because it's the same weekend as Keystone. And I think both of them said,
I want to sign up, but I'm not dumb enough.
Well, both of them said, I have unfinished business with Keystone that I have to get out of the way. So whatever that means. I know they've had their experiences, but that's a fairly, it's not a Larry schedule. I think Larry puts like 15 or 16 events on his calendar, and
Larry's crazy.
He just signs up for everything. He's like, oh, look, a race. Let me go do it. And he just click, 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 and off he goes. And then the sad news is I'm going to miss Unpaved this year, and I'm super bummed about that. Dave, I'm sorry. I apologize. But that doesn't mean we are not going to spend an enormous amount of time talking about it because it's what we do.
Oh, no.
Like half of our podcast.
I need to find an Airbnb now.
Yeah. Well, you still want me to do that for you? I can still take care of your travel.
I'm back on Airbnb.
Okay. I was going to say I could still take care of it. Is there anything on there on my side that you're thinking about that I've missed? Obviously Unpaved.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to get you to that one.
That ain't going to happen. There's only one way that's going to happen. It's going to cost me a lot of money either way. So
I'll make up some scandal.
That's it. That's 2023 in a nutshell. And there's some gaps in there. I think we'll try to fill in. I got a couple of work events, but I'm not working that much on the bike this year. Just the way that it's shaken out. Although we might be talking about putting some stuff. I've actually had some old folks that I have from previous tours that I have had contact me that are interested in trying to do some sort of a Maryland tour.
Oh, we need to have that phone call tomorrow or Friday with Jeff.
There's some conversations that have been taking place. So
sorry, I'm Airbnb-ing for October. What weekend's Unpaved?
Stayed
7,
7, 8, 9, something like that. It's that weekend. Yeah, you should have probably got on that a little bit earlier.
I'm gonna add. You want me to add you as an extra guest just in case?
No, no, I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. All right, you want to do some this or that?
The Bison Retreat.
Wow,
there's some nice stuff on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do this or that? Let's
Yeah,
do
why
this or
not?
that. Okay, Joey. Would you rather forget a fire starter or a water filter for a bikepacking trip?
Water filter.
Water filter?
Yeah. I don't know who
You would
you know who you're
roll-
talking to.
You'd roll the. Well, that's right. It's not
I'm
going
an
to
Eagle Scout.
It's not going to make a difference for you anyway.
I got that in great. Yeah, I couldn't get a fire going last time we camped, so
No, I was just saying that with nah, forget it.
I'm a little lost.
I would much rather forget the fire starter. Water, I got it. But think about it for a minute. If you bring something that you can heat water in, you could actually boil water. And if you brought a stove, that's kind of a dumb thing because what do you need a water filter for if you could just boil the water? Boom,
True.
boom. Yeah. So didn't think that one all the way through, did I?
Murder my dog.
Okay. Can't hear him. Joey, would you rather ride a bus full of clowns for an hour or walk 5 miles in the rain?
Oh, 5 miles in the rain instantly. I'm not like one of those like I have like a clown phobia, but no, screw that.
It hurts me to
No.
laugh.
Golly. I think you would start to go insane if you were.
And it would also be like active clowns, like continually being obnoxious, not like drunk clowns, like sleeping on the bus. I hate clowns. I'm not a clown person. I don't like clowns. They're creepy. I'm not like I'm kind of like you. I'm not scared of them or anything like that.
Yeah, like one walking down the street. Yeah, I want to bump his nose, but
It takes a weird kind of person, I think, to want to be a clown. I don't get the attraction of that. But
oh my god,
what?
I thought I was getting one air like a home in Lewisburg for $754. It's that much a night.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Oh my god, these people are insane.
Okay, would you rather be chased by a big dog but you see it coming, or chased by a little dog that sneaks up on you?
I've like physically been attacked by a Rottweiler when I was a kid.
Oh, did I just?
Now you're really traumatizing me with
Did I do PTSD for you? I'm sorry.
I was
Didn't
actually
know that's-
riding my bike and got attacked by a Rottweiler. I had to go to the hospital and everything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my neighborhood. I was like 2
I'm
minutes
sorry.
from my parents' house.
I'm
I'm not like triggered.
okay. I was going worry.
I don't want to be attacked by a big dog again. I will punt a little kick me dog any day. Like,
Those little ones though that come out of nowhere though, they always kind of like get me.
am I on my bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just freaking chuck a water bottle at it.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to know somebody that would carry, the little snap pop things that I was throwing at you after Croatan.
Yeah.
She would carry some of those in like a little bag up on her bar. And like when a dog would come, she'd just take out a whole handful of them and throw them at the dog, and it'd pop on the ground, and the dog would run off. I always just yell at him to get off the sofa because that's like a words that dogs usually understand. It's like, get down off the sofa, you dummy. And they usually it'll make them stop.
Jeez.
Okay, Joey, last one. Would you rather yip loudly like a dog every time you sit down to eat, or never eat red meat again?
Oh, yep.
You'd yip?
So what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it. It's just like you could be in a restaurant, and as soon as you started to eat, you'd have to yip. No
That's
big
probably
deal?
the least thing people are looking at me for. Like,
I actually think it'd be kind of fun to yip loudly like a dog when you eat.
I'm going to yip like my dog upstairs.
People can't hear him. I don't think people can hear him.
Oh, I know they can't hear him.
He's barking like crazy, though. He's barking his fool head off.
Long story short, the reason Jess isn't here is because our dogs, I ripped a couple, I didn't. He ripped a couple of his nails off yesterday. Today, we couldn't get him downstairs. He was in bed all day. Yesterday, he was okay with the pain. Today, he was just zonked out.
Aw.
Brian comes over, he goes ape shit, and now he's upstairs barking. Like, the only reason we got him out to go bathroom tonight is because Brian got here.
He came down to see me. He jumped out. He's just like normal.
He
Just
didn't.
like normal.
I come in the door twice, 3 times today.
Yeah.
Didn't get out of bed.
Yeah, Blake's such a good boy.
You don't even get in the door all the way. He hears your voice.
Yep. It's my boy. He just knows that when I show up,
He gets treats.
it's podcast night, and when it's podcast night, he gets treats.
Glad he's feeling better.
And he's been playing y'all with that little sickness and illness thing.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, you got anything else before we shut it down?
What did you pick? I'm sorry.
I would actually like to yip loudly.
Yeah.
I would yip loudly as well. I would forget my water filter. No, I would forget the fire starter. I would I'd walk 10 miles in the rain and in the snow and in the ice to avoid riding a bus of clowns. I would much rather be chased by a big dog that I can see coming because I can get out of its way. And I would like to yip like a dog.
I have a video when I did Dirty Kansas when I got chased by dogs too.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got chased in the middle of a cornfield.
God.
I had to hike a mile and a half through a cornfield that had a random little lake in the middle of it.
So you were off course, or did the course go through?
No, this was a pre-ride. I
Uh,
rode past the sign that said "Do not go by."
Okay.
Yeah, it's somewhere in my phone.
I would love to see that. I would
These
love to
dogs
see that.
got so close; they were just like,
Can you find that and put it on Instagram as a reel?
find it, yeah.
Oh no! Do it right now. Let's do it right now.
I have the very end when they were getting close and I was getting bolted. I wanted I need evidence. I was so scared. So yeah.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at you. All right. Well, it's time to shut it down for the week. Thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt. If you enjoyed the podcast, maybe consider joining our Patreon family. We really love to have you there. You can also go buy T-shirts and go to the website and buy T-shirts. You go to the website, buy stickers. Things are still available. Things are still being sold. And Joey, if they wanted to get in touch with us, how could they do it?
Is Jert like jorts?
My mouth is tired.
I know. But we're at graveltraveldirt.com.
I think I have another loose stitch in here.
Oh,
It's
good.
just come undone. Yeah,
It'll make you laugh a little bit more.
I know. You make me laugh and it hurts.
Our Instagram is at Mid-Atlantic GTD.
Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt is recorded this week from right here in Jess and Joey and Blake's kitchen. Thanks everybody for riding along with us. And until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others.
Bye-bye.
Love you, bye.